Hey guys, good morning. I am Tamil Selvan Bharati. I am doing my routine dog walk. I already did another, video, to asking people to be stress free and just relax. And then I'm doing the second recording today because somebody asked me, about cigarette smoking and they want to desperately quit smoking. So they said, like, sir, what can I do? Obviously, they must have tried some little things to quit it, but they are not able to quit it. Let me turn the camera around. So let's say hi to our good morning son. Son. Dear son, thank you so much for this life that you have given us. எப்போதுமே நான் டெய்லி காத்தாலேருந்து ஒரு சூரிய நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணியிருப்பேன். அப்புறம் எங்கள் ஐசி பாருங்கள், மெதுவாக ரிலாக்ஸ்டாக வரான். There he is. Anyway, so guys, in the chemical dependency, the first problem, நண்பர்களே, see the proper in a word that we use for இந்த மாதிரிலாம் இந்த சிகரெட் ஸ்மோக்கிங் அடிக்ஷன். அதுக்கு முன்னெல்லாம் தேல் ஹே அவன் அடிக்ட்டு, அவன் கஞ்சா அடிக்ட்டு, அவன் வந்து கொக்கைன் அடிக்ட்டு அப்படின்லாம் சொல்லுவாங்க. Nowadays we bring everything under like chemical dependency. Chemical like alcohol dependency, nicotine dependency, chemical dependency. It's just simply chemical dependency. So it's a serious problem. I think the first step towards combating this problem is to just recognize it as a serious medical condition. That is where I think for many of us the problem is, because we just don't realize that it's a serious condition. When people hear like, hey, they got cancer, then they immediately get worried. But for some diseases in their mind, they don't prioritize those diseases as bad as cancer, so they don't even care about it, even including diabetes. Some patients would tell me like, hey, I just have diabetes, I don't have anything else. But then I'll tell them like, hey, if you got diabetes, it's equivalent to getting everything else, because it can play a havoc on your life. So just, lose your weight, exercise daily, watch what you eat. And so I advise them about that. So it's the same kind of thing with the nicotine dependency. So, it can cause so many problems. You would be surprised. I mean, nowadays it's common knowledge. சினிமாலேயே போடுவோம்ல, புகை பிடித்தல், யாராவது ரெண்டு பேர் தம் வச்சுருப்பாங்க ஒரு சீனில், அப்போ கீழே போடுவோம். முன்னெல்லாம் ரிமெம்பர் they will put it in the beginning of the movie, but nowadays whenever somebody is smoking or drinking alcohol, they show it on the left corner bottomல, புகை பிடித்தல் உடல் நலத்திற்கு கேடு அப்படின்ட்டு. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி, so nowadays it's common knowledge that it can cause lung cancer. But you know what, guys, many of you may not know that it is associated with bladder cancer, urinary bladder cancer. It's amazing how அந்த சிகரெட்டில் இருக்கிற அந்த நிக்கட்டின்காக, see, மனுஷன் வந்து he started smoking cigarette because of the effect that nicotine gives him, right? So அந்த புகை இலை அதில் இருக்கிற நிக்கட்டின் தான் they want it, அதுக்காக தான் they start smoking. But when you really burn it, it's got all other chemicals, and those chemicals are carcinogenic. They cause a lot of cancers. They completely can shut off the blood supply to your leg, and I've known many patients who lost their legs. They had to amputate their legs because they didn't have any blood circulation. So the cigarette thing is a serious problem, and when you are dependent on nicotine, like cigarette, then consider it as though you got cancer, guys. நான் ரொம்ப மிகைப்படுத்தி சொல்கிறேன்னு நினச்சிக்காதீங்க, பட் it is worth it. I think it is worth it to consider it that way, to try to get yourself healed. And there are a few things that you can do yourself. I mean, cut down. If you smoke 20 cigarettes a day, have a good graded plan. Okay, I'm going to smoke only 19 tomorrow, 18 day after tomorrow, to slow, or 19 for 1 week and 18 for 1 more week. Google பண்ணி பாருங்க. So there are clear ways by which you can really slowly do certain things. And then இங்கெல்லாம் எங்கள் ஊரில் nicotine patch ஒன்று இருக்குது. It's over the counter. So you can stick the patch to your skin, and the nicotine gums. So you keep on chewing the gum. And the nicotine vape. People vape. Because when you vape a pure nicotine, it doesn't have any of the other carcinogenic chemicals that you get out of your surutu, BD, cigarette. So you can do those things. But the first step, that's all I want to tell you right now, is to recognize this serious condition so that you really get counseling from your doctor and approach it the proper way. Like, think about it. When somebody has cancer, do you think they're going to Google it and try to take care of it on their own? No, they're going to go to a doctor. If they need to be admitted to the hospital, they're going to get admitted to the hospital to get that taken care, right? Because it's a serious condition. So similarly, nicotine dependence matram, why would you think you can handle it on your own without involving medical personnel? So go really seek proper help, okay? And we'll talk about alcohol dependency. Adu innum mosam. Alcohol dependency, of course, in the United States, we have so much of other problems. amphetamine abuse, cocaine abuse, LSD, we have all kinds of stuff. But India, alcohol dependency plays havoc on the entire family of people. It's as bad as cancer. So alcohol dependent, when the breadwinner is just a male, ஒத்தனே தான் இருக்கும், அதுவும் அந்த lower income strata people எல்லாம். So there is only one guy who just makes money, and then his wife and children, they're all not making any money, and this guy gets seriously stuck on alcoholism problem, and now he's just drinking, boozing all, போவான் வேலைக்கு, ஏதாவது he'll be working in some government office. And then in fact எங்களோட டெலிஃபோன் குவார்ட்டர்ஸில், I used to live in கீல் பார்க் டெலிஃபோன் குவார்ட்டர்ஸ், கெல்லிஸில், சென்னையில், 70லேருந்து 83 வரைக்கும். So 13 years. So anga there was a man, very nice man, but he had alcohol problems. So every evening he'll come drunk, and his family, when I remember, they constantly had to borrow money from all of us. Nangle we were borrowing money. Avanga enga kitta vandu borrow panniranga avanga. And that all happened purely because the head of the family was a drunkard. So anala, that is also a serious problem. Unga friends kala therinjiduna, if you find people who have this alcohol dependency problem, tell them to handle it seriously, go to a proper detox center and get detoxified. And there is so much of hope. Don't ever lose hope. Life is full of hope. So whether it's a chemical dependency from nicotine or alcohol or whatever it is, cancer lang kuda, we'll talk about each one of them. Full of life, full of hope. Adhaan neenga vandu think about it and be very hopeful, be optimistic, spread love. Okay, and take care. I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.